Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 6.
We begin tonight with breaking news as a silver alert has been issued for a missing man. Richland County authorities are looking for Charles Ahrens of Hankinson, North Dakota. He's 85 years old. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighs 200 pounds, and has short gray hair and blue eyes. His last known whereabouts were today, noon, leaving his home in Hankinson. He's believed to be driving a 2018 brown Kia Optima with North Dakota license plate 720CNM. Mr. Ahrens was supposed to be in Fargo to meet a friend. He is believed to be wearing a baseball cap and red Peterbilt jacket. Now, if you have any information on his whereabouts, please call 701-642-7777. New tonight at 6 o'clock, several healthcare workers got their long-awaited COVID-19 vaccine today as the first batches of the Pfizer vaccine arrived at Sanford Health in Fargo this morning. Valley News Team's Callie Hubbard talked with the first person to get it and what to expect when you can get yours.
December 14th.
3, 2, 1.
A day going down in history as a glimmer of hope comes to the Red River Valley and a step towards the end of the COVID-19 pandemic. Lucky, grateful, and humbling. Words Sanford infectious disease doctor Avish Nagpal used to describe being the first in North Dakota to get the coronavirus vaccine.
It's been a long time and a lot of people have paid a very big price for this disease, and many people continue to pay a big price.
He told us his arm doesn't hurt, but that could change later on.
The side effects are usually mild to moderate. I'm sure I'll have some soreness in the injection site tonight, but that's usually not a big deal. We get that with most of the vaccinations. Sometimes you get fever after getting a vaccine. That's a good thing. That means you're mounting a good immune response to it.
And after you get that first dose of the COVID-19 vaccine, you'll have to be back in about 3 weeks to get your second dose in order to be fully immune.
You still need to wear your mask and do the social distancing. But
Dr. Doug Griffin with Sanford Health says we're not out of the woods yet, reminding you to be patient.
We're not ready to give it to public. We will be eager to give it when it's available for us to give.
It's very safe. It's very effective. So we want as many people to get the vaccine as possible.
Nagpal adding there's a lot of misinformation about the vaccine. Healthcare workers trying to set an example in the community to show you it's safe and trying to relieve anxieties for you. In Fargo, Callie Hubbard, Valley News Live.
Sanford also told us they've dialed down a little bit on their COVID wings and floors downtown, but they are staying cautious through the holiday season. We here at Valley News Live plan on following up with some of those who got the vaccine today. We'll have a full 24-hour checkup on them tomorrow. Meanwhile, Altru Health System in Grand Forks will receive its first allocation of the vaccine on Wednesday, with more shipments every week. The 450 initial doses will be used to vaccinate staff. The first COVID-19 vaccine shipments also arrived in Minnesota today at 4 sites, including the Sanford Bemidji Medical Center. Throughout the week, Minnesota is expected to receive nearly 47,000 units of vaccine across the statewide regional vaccine distribution hubs. From there, the vaccine will be distributed to smaller hospitals or clinics, and providers will then administer to the high-risk Minnesotans like healthcare workers and long-term health residents. Mid-December, we're still riding a wave of fairly decent weather, even though there's some white on the ground and the temps have dropped. Wondering how low it's going to drop in your area? Hutch is here now with the answer. Hutch?
It's been a cool day to say the least, especially after our long stretch of mild weather this December. Temperatures are in the single digits, and in fact, high temperatures today only managed to get just above zero in Cavalier, Hallock, and Foston, all with highs of 1 degree today. Current temperatures are below zero in much of northwest Minnesota, includes Grand Forks at 3 below right now, holding on to 4 degrees above zero here in the FM area. Notice the warmth to the southwest, Jamestown at 12 degrees. We have a few clouds making their way into the area. As those clouds increase as we go through the nighttime hours, our temperatures will also increase. Your hourly planner for Fargo tonight shows we will slip below zero briefly, and then the clouds move in and the temperatures begin to rise overnight. Mike, I'll have details on how warm we go, and we'll talk about a flurry chance here in a minute.
All right, thanks, Hutch. Fargo City leaders are meeting right now. We want to show you a live look at Fargo City Commission chambers, where they'll be discussing forgiveness of fees and property taxes for bars and restaurants in 2021 due to financial hardships from COVID-19. Commissioner Dave Pepcorn will be requesting that 2021 liquor license renewal fees be waived. And that gentleman right there, Commissioner Tony Gary, is expected to request the city of Fargo to end its emergency declaration for COVID-19. Look for the outcome on our website, valleynewslive.com, or on Valley News Live at 9 and at 10. The mayor of Grand Forks is extending a 10 p.m. closing time and 50% capacity requirements on bars and restaurants until the end of the year. It's been in effect since early November. In an effort to help bars and restaurants, the mayor is also eliminating 2021 license fees for specific classes of alcohol and restaurant licenses. The city plans to use CARES Act funding to offset the revenue loss. Today, the Electoral College further cemented Joe Biden's victory as President of the United States, casting votes to officially make him President-elect. North Dakota's presidential electors cast their votes for President Donald Trump. Those who are selected as an Electoral College elector say that the opportunity comes once in a lifetime. Since the majority of our state's voters cast their ballot for Donald Trump, 3 Republican electors were chosen: Sandy Bowler of Fargo, Robert Wiefald of Bismarck, and Ray Holmberg of Grand Forks. Holmberg recently tested positive for COVID-19 and is quarantining, so John Trandom of Fargo was next in line.
When I got the news, I immediately let my wife know and told her I was going to be gone on Monday. I said it was an opportunity I absolutely wouldn't want to miss.
Trandom said he was 4th in line to be one of the electors. Meanwhile, the 10 members of Minnesota's Electoral College have cast their votes for Joe Biden for president and Kamala Harris for vice president of the United States. Police are still looking for a man who is a person of interest in a shooting that took place on Friday in Alexandria, Minnesota. Charges have been filed and a warrant been issued for the arrest of Jacob Nelson. The arrest was also identified as 24-year-old Joshua Robles. A fresh set of footprints in front of mailboxes this morning led to a South Fargo woman finding prowlers catching on her home security camera. It happened in the 1700 block of Park Boulevard South. That's just after 1 this morning, when what looks like an older model minivan parked on the street and 2 people got out to check inside the neighborhood's mailboxes. Kim Wrench says it doesn't appear that any of the mailboxes were full, but she says the next neighborhood might not be as lucky.
Who knows? They might be going to different blocks every night, especially if they're driving. So just for people to be aware, don't let things sit in your mailbox overnight.
Local law enforcement remind you to check your mailbox daily. They urge you to have arrangements in place for your packages and mail if you're going out of town. Later on Valley News Live at 6, a big payday for former NDSU golfer Amy Olson at the weather-delayed U.S. Open.
And we began with flakes and a few clouds on this chilly December day, where temperatures in Fargo stayed in the single digits. We do have some warmer weather in store, but tonight, at least early, we're going to see temperatures fall quickly. We'll talk about how low we go and how warm tomorrow will be next.